Unicorns and glitter and taxidermy critters are just some of the things they like. They also enjoy 80s hair bands, Grizzly Adams and John Goodman, so if you think that's weird then you can take a hike. But the things they enjoy the most are making art and cracking jokes, so without further ado, here are your hosts. You've got your two artsy gals, your two artsy gals. Here are your two artsy gals.
Hey listeners, it's Katie, and this is the Podge Extravaganza episode you've been waiting for. It's going to be super awesome, and you're going to love it. So I'm going to try to make this quick. You will want to listen closely at the beginning because we are announcing a giveaway, and the prizes for the giveaway have to do with the Mod Podge, and you're going to love it. So pay close attention. Let me see. Why am I talking so fast? Oh, because I want to make this quick. Please support our show. If we want to keep Two RC Gals going and on the air, we need a little bit of help from our listeners. It's a free podcast, and if it's entirely listener supported, and if we don't get support from the people who listen to us, then it makes it very difficult for Lonnie and I because we end up having to pay for stuff out of pocket, which is kind of a drag sometimes. You can do that in a couple ways. You can donate to us through PayPal. On our website, 2rcgals.com. Click the donate button. You can do a one-time donation, or you can set it up to do a small monthly donation. Also, you can gift us something from our Amazon wish list. I try to keep it updated with things that we would like to talk about or experiment with for you guys. So you can go check that out and send us something you want to hear us talk about. You can tell people about us. That is a very important way to support us. Spread the word. Tell people, hey man, don't you listen to podcasts? What rock are you living underneath? Why don't you listen to podcasts? You should listen to these guys. Dude, set it up on your friend's phone if they don't know what the hell a podcast is. Let me see. Also, if you have any questions about this episode or comments, or you want to share any awesome Mod Podge tips with the rest of our listeners, you can email us at 2rcgals@gmail.com. Or you can leave us a message on our voicemail line, which is 503-395-7190. We have an awesome message from super listener Lois that we are going to play in next week's episode because it did not come before we recorded. You can subscribe to 2RC Gals on iTunes and through Stitcher. You can use the Podmatic app, which all of those apps are free. And you can now find us on Google Play. So many ways to listen to us and have fresh episodes coming to your ear holes. It's great. I think that's everything, you guys, and I feel like I'm dragging this out for too long because I'm really super excited for you to hear this episode. So enjoy. Hey everybody, this is Katie.
And this is Lonnie.
And you're listening to Two Artsy Gals. Yay! Also, we're going to get loud again for just a second because this episode is our Mod Podge Extravaganza! And hopefully I found an echoey cool sound effect to put on that extravaganza part.
Yeah.
You know, the word extravaganza should be like, low.
It should.
It really
it's
should.
A good word.
Oh my God. Before we get started, we had so much fun last weekend. Like, this episode, the interview already aired.
Yeah, cool.
But we're recording before it airs. And I hope you guys liked it a lot because we had so much fun.
Yes.
It was awesome.
It was really awesome.
It was such a good day, too.
It was beautiful.
Well, we need to have more road trip days.
A couple of funny gals. Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we embarrassed the teenagers too much, either.
I think they had fun.
Yeah?
I think they were amused. Mm-hmm.
I got the quiet one laughing.
Yeah, you did.
Over the fucking creepy-ass music in the ice cream parlor.
Yeah.
Look, whatever you are, the ice cream parlor that starts with a Z...
Yeah.
Whatever it is, Zergers, I don't know what the fuck it was.
Yeah.
In Seaside, you gotta change up the fucking creepy carnival music that plays in the background. Because it does feel like a clown's gonna like come out of the wall and eat your fucking face.
Yeah.
And you know how I fucking feel about clowns.
Yeah.
Even if they weren't gonna eat my face, which I'm pretty sure all clowns are gonna do anyway.
Yeah. Like, who decided that music was a good
idea?
It's
just this low key.
Yeah.
Like, just...
Like on a carousel.
Barely audible.
Carousel music?
But yeah, but it's like carnival, like creepy ass circus music. Like bad shit's gonna happen. it's like the harbinger of doom. Like
Yeah.
you know, like it's like in a scary movie when certain music starts playing.
Yep.
You know shit's going down.
Mm-hmm.
And when circus music starts playing, you know there's going to be a fucking clown involved in the situation, and it's not going to end well for anybody because clowns are fucking scary bastards.
Maybe they just want us to hurry the fuck up and eat
Maybe
our
they
ice
did.
cream.
I got the distinct impression that they did want us to not be sitting in there as long as we were, but
Yeah.
because there was a grumpy old guy behind the counter when we were like towards the end of our visit. Although the one guy that helped us was nice.
Yeah. He
Good.
seemed cool.
Anyway, we had some seafood, and we had some laughs.
Yeah.
We had some ice cream.
We saw the ocean.
We had some sunshine.
Yeah.
Oh, we did see one thing, and I think that our listeners are above average when it comes to like appreciation for creative types and performers of all kinds. But
Mm-hmm.
we were standing there, and maybe these people just didn't understand how it works. But when you see someone that's painted silver or
Yes.
in any way street performing, and you stop and take a family photo with them, you're supposed to leave a fucking tip in the basket.
Yep.
That's how they're making money. They're not out there just to bring fucking joy to your day.
Yeah.
They're out there to pay the fucking bills.
Mhm.
So just stopping and taking a picture and then like ignoring the dude when he points to
Yeah.
the fucking basket is
He
a
lifted
bullshit
this-
move.
He had this like chart of like suggested donations or whatever, and I think he lifted it up and pointed to it, and they just walked away.
They just walked away. So I gave him
Yeah.
$2 because it was rude.
Yeah.
And
you got a bell and a smile.
I did. And he was a very handsome underneath all that silver, I
Yeah.
have to tell you. It made
Yeah.
me blush. And then as we walked around the corner, I'm pretty sure I said very loud, I mean, like, I think he heard me. I was like, is it weird that I want to lick all that silver off of him? I was like, oh, he heard that. But he was really good looking.
He was.
See?
Yeah, and it was, and then there was people pulling up in their cars and just taking pictures of
Yeah,
him. I saw
rude.
that too. Yeah.
That's not what you do,
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
He's not there just to make your day better.
Yeah.
He needs to make some money.
Yep.
So don't stiff your street performers.
Yeah. Seriously.
Jerks.
Yep.
Fucking jerks.
Yeah. Jeez.
Tourist assholes.
Because I think we said when we put a tip in the basket, I saw those people not tip you here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that was fucking rude.
Yeah.
That's not the rules. You're
Yeah.
breaking them.
And he didn't break character and be like, he didn't call them assholes. I was proud of him.
Well, he was not breaking character at all. Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah.
He just like stayed, because I wouldn't be good at that.
I'd be like,
Yeah. Like, excuse me.
Yeah.
Or else I'd have to have like a henchman that like was like in the crowd that
Yeah.
like worked the crowd for me.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh no, you can't take a picture unless you pay.
Yeah.
Whatevs. Anyway, people just don't be dicks.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
Be nice. I'm sitting here playing with some stuff. So, as you know, we got a box full of fucking Mod Podge a few weeks ago. And we've been feverishly trying to test out. We have not tested all of it. There's
No.
so much of it. Like, but since we always talk about Mod Podge, and we will continue to use these products and talk about them specifically, I'm sure, in episodes to come.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel so bad about not being able to test everything, but we did test some of the stuff we tested. Definitely tested stuff that we were unfamiliar with before getting the box of awesome. And then we got the second box of awesome.
Surprise!
So,
I know, that's cool.
I know, it was a little box, but I got a silicone mat to work on, which is washable, and it's really cool. And I didn't even know Mod Podge made these,
Mm-hmm.
but it's really neat, little pink silicone mat, and I think it's going to be great to keep the dried Mod Podge off my desk, and so it'll keep a smooth surface,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll be awesome.
Yes.
And in addition to that, they also sent us 2 starter packs of, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2-ounce bottles of Mod Podge. And I think there's the regular matte and gloss finish, outdoor Mod Podge paper, and Mod Podge Sparkle, which I'm going to talk a bit about because
yeah, it's pretty cool.
holy shit. But we have 2 of these, and since they sent us full sizes of everything already,
Yeah.
we don't need these. But
You guys do.
yeah, we were thinking that we're going to do a giveaway.
Yes.
So this is how it's going to work. We're going to have you guys follow. So we're going to do, this is going to involve Facebook and Twitter. Or not, yeah, no, not Facebook. Instagram and Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
So there'll be one for each social media platform, I guess. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a month. So, and you need to follow us on Instagram and or Twitter and hashtag, like do posts about us, say, like, I did this using this, hashtag 2artsygals, or, hey, check out this post, and like, link one of our blog posts and say hashtag 2artsygals, but you have to use the hashtag 2artsygals. And at the end of the month, for each, so I think this will end, what do we decide, like the 29th of August.
Yeah.
So from this day until like the last week or the 29th of August, go through and we'll announce it. We'll put the announcement up on our Labor Day weekend post.
Okay.
Or episode. So we'll go through all the hashtags and compile the data and randomly choose a person from Twitter and a person from Instagram to receive an awesome starter pack.
Yay!
Yay! Free stuff! Woo-hoo!
Yeah!
So let's do that. We'll keep reminding you guys to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. And I'm sure you all know how to use the hashtags and the whatnots.
Mm-hmm. Can they use the @s too? Like if they tweeted at us or just
I think
hashtags?
that the only thing we can track, because like if you click on hashtag 2artsygals, then it'll tell you what was posted and when.
Yes.
It'll give you a whole list. And it's
Beautiful.
really much easier to
Yes.
compile all that than doing the @ So
smart thinking.
So make sure you have to follow us on Twitter and Instagram too. So if I go through and see hashtag 2artsygals, but you don't follow us, you're not going to qualify.
Yeah.
So
okay.
follow us and then hashtag, and you can hashtag every time you hashtag us, it enters you, your name goes in the hat.
Awesome.
So if you hashtag us every day, then you're going to have roughly 30 entries.
Wow.
So make sure you do it. And if you want 2 chances to win, do it on Instagram and on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
But even if you're only going to win one of them. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to, I'm not going to say, oh, this person won on both.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
whoever wins on one, then you won one, you're out of the running. So, and we're going to compile them separately, of course, for Twitter and then for Instagram. So do that up, guys.
Yeah.
So let's talk about
Yeah.
some of this glorious Mod Podge. So I thought what I would do first is go through and name everything that we got from Mod Podge, because I have a list.
Okay.
So
Should we
these
stop
are-
with each one and say if we used it or not?
I'm going to name all the products and then we'll go back
Okay.
and talk about the ones that we used. This is a lengthy, like there's a lot. So Dimensional Magic,
Mm-hmm.
and that comes in, what might come in more. It comes in clear, gold glitter, sepia, like the original gold glitter and sepia, which is what we have. And then Mod Melts,
Mm-hmm.
which you have the gun. And then they have molds, and we got a 4-pack of the molds. They have the little sprouncers. They're like the little painting tools you paint on the Mod Melts. And I love the word sprouncer, so there. Let's see. Oh, and then the sticks for the Mod Melts, they came in clear beach glass, different colored glitters. I think there was red, green, gold, and silver. Metallics. So there was a gold and a silver metallic,
Mhm.
and milk glass white. And those are kind of like giant glue sticks.
Yeah.
We'll talk more about those. They sent us a 4-inch brush and a 2-inch brush and a brayer and a squeegee and a pack of sponge brushes and the silicone mat. Let me see. Okay. They also sent us a cute little kit that had some scissors and stuff in it. And let's see. Glow in the Dark Mod Podge. Photo transfer. So they sent us the classic formulas too, which are Mod Podge Classic Satin, Matte, and Gloss. And then this is the list of formulas that they make, and I'm pretty sure this is every single one. So they have hard coat. We have stiffy. The photo transfer, which I already said. Puzzle saver. Mod Podge Sparkle. Mod Podge Extreme Glitter. Dishwasher safe. Pearl. Outdoor. Clear chalkboard. Antique matte. Brush stroke gloss. Paper formula matte and paper formula gloss. Brush stroke matte. Mod Podge fabric. Ultra chalk matte. I already said glow in the dark, but they sent us an 8 ounce of that too, so it's on our list twice. Mod Podge washout for kids. Super gloss top coat. Furniture matte, furniture satin, and furniture gloss. We got all those.
Yep.
People. And I will, of course, I'm going to link to Plaid's, Plaid Crafts website. I'll just link to the Mod Podge page because I don't want to, like, if I put a link for every single product, it would be a linky post on our blog. But I'll also link to there's a blog that they have called Mod Podge Rocks, and it talks about a lot of different projects and stuff and ways you can use it and gives you ideas. So, but if you are you blown away by how many products they actually make?
Mm-hmm.
Not half as blown away as I am.
Yeah.
Because I was like, what? I didn't even know. Like, I don't even think that our local Joann carries all of those, or our local craft store.
Yeah, I think Michael's might. They have quite a huge Mod Podge section. It's like a whole...
It has been a while
thing.
since I've been to Michael's.
Yeah.
Because there's not one really super close to my house. It's kind of inconvenient when Joann's is just right down the way. So
I'm always going to the one by the airport because that's pretty convenient. Yeah.
Awesome. So let's just go down the line of what we tested. I started out by making like I had all these studious notes and all this shit, and then I don't even know where my fucking notes went. But I can remember the things. Yeah. So, I tend to get a little bit too methodical about stuff. It's kind of my jam. So, Dimensional Magic.
Yes.
What did you think of that? You've used it before.
Yeah, it's neat.
I fucking love that shit.
Yeah, it creates a cool effect. And I used the sparkly stuff and it was cool.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. On this piece I did, I just created a little border with like this trim stuff I got. And then I filled it in and it just made this cool, like, raised, shiny area.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's really neat.
I ended up using the Dimensional Magic with what I did with the Mod Melts. And we'll get more into that in a second, but I made those frames.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had put the vintage, like the, what do you call them? Like the photographs, but I printed them off, but they're from collage sheets. That's it.
Yeah,
they're collage sheets, I think from 10-2 Studios is where I got them, of witches. And I had cut them out really small and put them behind those frames. And then I used the sepia Dimensional Magic and filled the frames to make them look like old photographs. And I used them in some pages that I did for an altered journal swap that we're doing for a spellbook swap. And they turned out really fucking cool.
They really did.
So, and we'll put pictures of the things that we talk about that we've been experimenting with on the blog just so you can see them, how we used them. But that's how I used it, and I think it's fucking awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
I really like that it doesn't shrink, because some of that stuff shrinks a little bit and then it leaves a little lip around the edge. Mm-hmm. So, but it's cool shit. You guys should get the Dimensional Magic.
And then as a kind of accidentally, it made it transparent.
Yeah, it did make the paper transparent, cool. And so the light shined in from behind, and it was really neat. It made it kind of eerie. And I didn't use it in a way that would highlight that, but it made Lonnie and I have a lot of ideas about ways to do that in the future. We're like, oh, we can do some stuff here.
Yeah, it's really cool.
The Mod Melts. Now, I'm interested to talk to you about the Mod Melts, because you got to play with them, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay, so I kept the Mod Melts gun, because I have a regular glue gun already, and so I gave Lonnie my mini glue gun so that she could use them, and then I broke up the sticks between the two of us and the molds. And that is how I got the frames for the little pictures that I just talked about. The frames were in one of the molds. And so they're basically kind of like glue sticks. But I explained the great big long sticks of the Mod Melt stuff, and they come in clear beach glass, glitters, metallics, and milk glass white. They may come in more colors, but those are what we got sent. And then you basically, you just turn the gun on and you squirt it, like when it gets hot, you squish it into the molds and then let it dry, and you can paint them. You can use them as texture and mixed media art pieces. You can make things out of, like, ornaments out of them, whatever. They're really fucking neat. And they have a lot of different little shapes.
Yeah.
And they work really well. And so the gun, this is the only complaint I had about the gun. The Mod Podge, the Mod Melt's gun, you cannot remove the stick once it's in there. So you're committed to using all of that color before you can change colors. So, and I did notice, and I want to know if this was true with the regular glue gun, there's a lot of product loss out the end. Like, if you set your glue gun down, the Mod Melt's guns down while you're using it and turn around to do something and prep another mold or something like that, it is a constant drip out the end. So
I didn't have that issue, but I felt like the glue gun maybe was not quite hot enough. Almost, but you could squeeze for a little while after you let it warm up for quite a while. You could get a good flow going for a little bit, but then as the cooler part of the stick got down to the, so
you had to wait for it to melt a little bit more. But you didn't feel like there was a lot of loss out the tip of the thing.
No,
so that's
good.
I
think it was like almost not hot enough.
Okay.
Almost. But it worked. I mean, I got it to work, but at first I was a little like, what's going on? Yeah.
Well, and I was kind of like, it takes a little bit of practice to figure out like the flow tricky. And like the first few I made, I was like, this is dumb, I'm not doing it right. But then once you get the hang of it, because it doesn't flow like hot glue. I think it's a softer a softer substance or something like that. The one thing that I really did appreciate about the Mod Melt's gun itself is, coming from someone who continually burns themselves on things, it has a very sturdy, like when you set it down, it's not going to tip over.
Nice.
And it has more plastic body. And so the hot metal part is just the tip of it. And the tip is smaller than a regular glue gun. So I feel like there was less opportunity. Well, I didn't burn myself. So, and I remove fingerprints every time I use hot glue. So that's another thing about the Mod Melts, though. With like the melty stuff, I don't feel like it sticks to shit like glue.
Yeah.
Like when you get hot glue on yourself, it's like, okay, you're burning and it's stuck to you. Like you have to peel it off. And the Mod Melts, I feel like, wipes off more. I think it's a little bit safer. But
like
again, it's not glue. It's not meant to glue things together. It's meant to look pretty. What did you use your Mod Melts for?
I just made some little shapes just to try it. There's a cute little bird nest and an owl and some birds.
I thought you guys would like the birds and the owls.
Yeah, they were cute. And then I tried to kind of make a frame because one of them had like strips of flowers. So, I kind of made a frame with that to try the dimensional magic kind of photo, which was kind of cool, but I used an inkjet print and now I want to try it with a laser copy and see
how that works. Right on. You guys should try the Mod Melts, though. They're really neat.
Yeah,
I really liked them.
Yeah.
I also felt like the Mod Melts are probably something that, like, tween kids and maybe a little bit younger would really, like, and of course older kids, but I feel like that's something that's probably with supervision pretty safe for a lot of kids to use. Because, again, the gun's not super, I feel like it's safer than a regular glue gun.
Nice. Yeah, I didn't get to try that, but that's cool.
So there's that. That was very exciting.
Yeah.
It was really neat.
Yeah, so
it was
different.
fun to try something so new. So did you get to try the glow in the dark at all?
Yes.
What do you think of the glow in the dark?
It glows really well.
Does it?
Awesome. Yeah, I was trying this crazy thing where I was trying to do the transparent picture and then painting glow on the back so that it would glow through.
But did that work?
Slightly. Slightly. But I think it would have to be more transparent
to
really glow through.
What if, when the glow in the dark dries, is the glow in the dark completely transparent?
Yes.
So what if you painted the skull on the front?
Yes.
And then put the dimensional magic over it, and then it would just look regular by day, and by night it would be like a glowy skull on the picture.
Yes.
Okay.
That would be the way to do it. Yeah. So yeah, if you have because I was trying this with this old kind of creepy photograph to do a skull, but yes, I'm going to try that. Yeah, because that would be cool. And because you wouldn't see it until you made it glow.
That's awesome. And I'm glad that because some stuff that says glows in the dark, and you're like, that's disappointing.
Yeah, because this really does. It glows pretty well. Yeah, I'll have to try that and take a picture of it. I'll have to try it tomorrow.
Yeah, because we have time. Because we're going to have another
cool.
week before this episode goes up, so we can take more pictures as we go if we want to. So I think we've all talked about and used the classic formulas. So, I mean, like, we all know we fucking love Mod Podge classic formulas, the satin, the matte, the gloss. I don't like glossy anything. It's not what I like to do in my work, so I prefer to use matte and satin in some cases. So I'm kind of a jerk, and I gave Lonnie all the glossy things.
I have all glossy things.
I think I gave you some that weren't glossy, though, a couple of things. Because I think I gave you...
Maybe the chalk one.
And I also think I gave you the classic formula matte, because I already have a shit ton of that.
Yeah.
So I took the gloss, and I think maybe a satin. But so we're going down the line. I didn't get a chance to use the hard coat yet.
Me neither, but I'm going
But I do have plans for it.
Yes.
So, Stiffy.
Yay!
Let's talk about the Stiffy. I actually had Stiffy already. And it used to be, it's always been made by Plaid Crafts, but it was not under the Mod Podge umbrella when I got it for the first time. But now it's under the Mod Podge umbrella. And what Stiffy is, and the reason that I got it, so you soak your fabric in it. And then when it dries, you can iron your fabric, and it makes your fabric super stiff, so you can like fold it and do origami out of fabric. I'm sure there are other things that you would do with it too, but I got for Christmas from my dad and his wife a book on fabric origami.
Oh, that I have at my house still.
some fat quarters of different kinds of fabric, and then a thing of that Stiffy, and I made some really cute fabric boxes. It was really neat. It's cool to be able to fold fabric.
Yeah. And see, I'd had my eye on that stuff for a while because I saw this project on Pinterest, how they made a little fox lamp by
That's right.
sewing a fox shape. Yeah, I made a kitty lamp. So then I was like, and then I had bought this kitty fabric on sale that I loved, and I didn't know exactly what I was going to do with it because it's cream colored, and I didn't know if I really wanted to wear that color. So it was like, here's my chance. And I totally winged it. I cut out a big cat shape, kind of similar to what is on the fabric, printed on the fabric. And then just a strip that I sewed between the two, you know what I mean? And then it was kind of tough because then I kind of had to make this cardboard crazy kind of frame structure to like stiffen it in the shape that I wanted. But I mean, I was determined, so I made it work. And
it just is...
Now it's a stiff fabric, awesome kitty head lamp.
That is it is so cute. And we will definitely put a picture on the website
I
so
think
you guys
it's
can
cute.
see
I
it.
don't know if Scott likes it, but I don't know.
Scott's a boy.
I'm just like, but oh my God, I made that. Come on. Like, I was hoping for more excitement. I don't know why.
I don't know. My husband is never as excited about things as I am. He's always like, that's nice.
Made that thing. Yeah. And it's like it's like a lampshade now.
Yeah.
It's so cool. It's really cool. That was very fun. I used probably almost all of it, at least 3/4 of the bottle.
Oh yeah, well, because you do have to dip the fabric in and
I kind of
like
painted
soak
it on
it.
with
You have
one
to
of the
really
sponge.
saturate it though.
Yeah. And I think I did 2 coats. I think I let it dry and then did another. Yes.
That's awesome. You guys should play with the Stiffy.
I know.
Because you get to say Stiffy and giggle too.
Stiffy.
Oh, and Lonnie, I didn't get to experiment with this, but you used the photo transfer medium. So tell us about the photo transfer medium.
It's interesting. So
this transfers it to fabric, right?
Yeah, or
okay. any surface
that's smooth. You couldn't really do it on a bumpy surface.
You could probably do like on wood or on
wood,
paper,
glass, probably.
Ooh, glass.
I think, yeah. But what's interesting about it is it's not clear. It's actually white. And so it's like a thick Mod Podge that's white. And so you coat your image, and you should use the laser copy because inkjet could get all smeary.
Okay. Does it suggest to use a laser copy on there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I had to wait a while to get those copies, but I figured that out finally. And so then you coat the image and you put it face down on the fabric and let it dry overnight. And then you moisten it with a sponge and wait a few minutes, and then you take the paper off.
Mm-hmm.
And now what I'm struggling with, it was cool, but there's still this haze of paper on the image that I need to go back and like clean it up some more. And in parts I was rubbing too hard, and so then the white shows through.
So I imagine it's kind of a balance, figuring out how much.
It's going to take a little practice.
Okay. So maybe do like a practice one, a smaller one, like on a practice, which I always recommend doing a practice if you're using a new product or trying to figure a new technique out, because you don't want to waste your good shit.
Yeah.
On learning and then go, oh, it didn't work. And sometimes I do that and then I end up very sad because I get impatient and then I feel all gloomy inside.
I feel like this is going to be cool once I just clean it up a little bit more.
And what did you use that for?
I was going to do just an embroidery hoop. I was going to add some stitching to it and stuff.
Cool.
And make a little thing for my mom if I can get it. So my thoughts on it are that I was surprised it was white, but it makes sense because that's going to give you a very clear image.
Yes, it'll make the image stand out on a t-shirt or on.
And other people do transfers with the regular Mod Podge too by doing coats of it. Yeah. And that would be a clear, I think. So if you wanted to do something on glass fabric that was clear.
Okay, yeah, but I don't think regular Mod Podge would be something that wouldn't wash out of fabric like.
Right.
Not sure. So, but I'm assuming that the photo transfer stuff you can wash.
Yeah, on cold.
On cold and probably inside out.
Yeah, no dryer.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was fun, but I need to learn
I have
more.
some things that I want to do because I am very disgruntled right now because I'm not a small gal and I have giant boobs. And when I want to buy band t-shirts, they don't fucking come in my size. And the 2X, which is what size I normally wear in band t-shirts, is like a medium in regular t-shirts. Like if you look at their size chart, 2X is a 36 bust, which is kind of an average size bust. So I got fucking double H's here that I'm trying to put in a t-shirt. So I feel like even though I'm highly against ripping off people's artwork and copyright infringement and all that, if they can't fucking make t-shirts that fit me, I'm gonna fucking steal their goddamn band logos and make my own fucking t-shirts for my own self to wear. Not selling them, not making a profit off of them, but I'm gonna try the photo transfer for that because, I want cool shirts.
Yeah.
Jerks.
Seriously, I know.
Look, punk bands.
I liked your friend's idea of not drying the shirt and then putting it over the back of a chair to stretch it out.
Yes, Teresa said when your shirts are too tight. I have a couple of shirts.
My Violent Femmes one. Look, I love it.
I bought a Bob Ross shirt. And I am fucking in love with it. Like his hair spells out trees. It's awesome. I'll show you when we're done.
Nice.
And I want to fucking wear it, but it's a 2X that is not a big 2X.
Yes, so I got the same thing with the Violent Femmes shirt.
Pisses me off, yo.
I was so excited they had a 2X, and then I put it on, and I was
Is it a lady 2X or a dude 2X?
A lady 2X.
But yeah, it's a band t-shirt 2X. So it's like what, a medium.
Yeah, what the...
Fuck off.
I know, seriously, they need to
you guys can suck a bag of dicks about that stuff. Yeah. Fuck off. Makes us feel bad. And I
would pay an extra $1 or $2 for the extra fabric. Yeah. I would. I really would.
It's like just...
I just want it to fucking
I'm going to start on a rant. I have to stop myself. I have to stop myself. Rein it in.
Back to Mod Podge. Mod Podge.
I have used Puzzle Saver in the past.
Oh, yeah, I haven't tried that yet.
It's really cool. You just put your puzzle together and then you paint it over the top of the puzzle, and it makes it so you can frame the puzzle and so it stays together forever. And you can hang it on the wall. So nice. There's that. And it's neat. And my great-grandma used to have some of it. We used to use it a lot. So we're going to have a moment here. Because I gave Lonnie the Sparkle Mod Podge, and I took the Extreme Glitter Mod Podge. Actually, sidebar, because I meant to say this earlier, it is pronounced Mod Podge.
Mod Podge.
Not Mod Podge.
Hodgepodge.
So people get it straight. It's Mod Podge. Read the fucking jar. It's right there. Anyway, my mom was saying that Mod Podge. And I'm like, it's Mod Podge, not Mod Podge. This is just a thing of
between
beauty.
the Extreme Glitter and the Sparkle.
You know what we should have done? And
side
let's
by side.
still do a side by side.
Mhm.
Like, I'll do all the formulas that I have, and then you can do, hey, jerk. Because we're going to have to record next week anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to have to record a couple next week. So we'll just bring it over and take a picture, and I'll do it before I post.
Mm-hmm.
Truly.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Glitter Mod Podge, Sparkle, and I'm in love with it. I used it all over a second layout that I did in my friend's journal. Like, for this journal swap, I coated the whole fucking page with Extreme, and I was like, it made me so happy inside.
Uh-huh.
It made me so fucking happy inside. I cannot even tell you, people. The glitter.
Yeah.
Glitter is awesome.
It is.
It's magic.
Yeah.
It has magic power.
I love glitter. I love mixing it into regular Mod Podge too.
And this was like so fine and so perfect. It just stayed suspended in the Mod Podge.
Yeah.
It was perfect. You guys, this is like magic, and you need to go, if you do nothing else today, stop what you're doing right now and go buy some fucking sparkly goddamn Mod Podge.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, out the door.
Was yours like a rainbow color?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
This is the perfect thing ever.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
I used it on my shower curtain.
I should have used it last night after I finished Orange is the New Black.
Yeah, I know. Oh,
Kurtz calls it Orange is the New Bummer.
I know.
I was like,
Seriously.
are we watching Orange is the New Bummer tonight? We finished
Really?
it last
My
night. It made me sad inside. I should have played with Extreme Glitter Mod Podge, and it would have made me feel better.
Mm-hmm.
It's like therapy, yo. And I didn't get to, did I give you the pearl, or do I have the pearl?
You have the pearl.
I didn't get to use the pearl yet, but I'm assuming it has a pearlescent finish. I did use the Mod Podge outdoor, though. I had these little bird houses that I bought at Joann's. They were on sale for $1, and I thought, oh, that'd be cute if I made one for my mom and my grandma. So I put some really pretty papers on them and some
they're so
paint
cute.
and paper and washi tape. And I used the Mod Podge outdoor. They have not gone outdoors yet because I have not yet delivered them to my mother and my grandma. One thing that I did notice about this stuff is that it stays pretty sticky.
I know. I wonder if it's expecting a clear coat.
I don't know, because it says that you may have to reapply the Mod Podge outdoor after several months outside. So I think that it's not meant for a clear coat. I may spray a clear coat over the top of it because my grandma, and my mom aren't going to do that. They're not going to put another thing on. But I have noticed that the longer it sets, the less sticky it is. And it says it needs to cure for 48 hours, but I think that it needs a little bit longer than 48 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm not exactly sure maybe this is not meant to be used on paper. Some of their formulas are not, and the Mod Podge outdoor, I'm assuming they would think, or that it would be formulated for using on painted or wooden surfaces or decoupage surfaces that are meant to go outside. So it could be my bad that I put this on paper and that it's not drying correctly because it's not on the correct surface.
Maybe.
So that could have been my issue. So, but
or maybe it's the humidity right now.
Oh my God.
I know.
It's so gross. Do you see your friend, why am I brain farting her? Rachel?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
That
yeah.
She said, aren't humans like 87% water? So basically, why isn't the air just people? She was having such a hard time where they moved. It was really, really, because they moved to Indiana, right? Yeah, 86% humidity. That's so gross.
I didn't even know that was possible. I don't even,
No.
Sorry about the yawn there. That was my bad.
Dude, stop it. But I'll post pictures of the cute little birdhouses too.
They're
super cute.
Yeah.
And I'm going down there this weekend. So I'm
yay.
delivering them. So maybe I can take pictures of them in their garden too.
Oh, yes.
So you guys can see them outdoors. I didn't get to play with the chalkboard.
Me neither. I was just thinking about that.
I did actually read about it. And so here's the thing. I was assuming that it was like making a chalkboard surface, like a surface that you could draw on. That is not what it is.
Oh.
What it does is leave a, you know how it looks when you erase a chalkboard? that kind of rough, chalky, that's what it does. So it just creates that effect on whatever you're doing.
Okay.
So it doesn't make like a clear chalkboard surface. But seriously, Mod Podge, because I was really excited about that, you need to work on that.
Yeah.
Plaid. Why am I saying plaid? I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. Plaid crafts. Work on a clear chalkboard paint.
Mm-hmm.
So that you can like paint over stuff without the black gooey background and still be able to write on it.
That'd be cool.
It would be cool. But we will, when we play with this, we will update you guys for sure. I didn't get to use the paper formula, and I wish I had thought about it. What did you think of the paper formula?
I thought it was awesome. In fact, in Lisa's book, sorry.
I'm so glad we've had so many little projects to be doing lately because we have like examples.
The timing was good with the art swap, the
journal swap. Yeah.
Yeah. So on the last one I did, I used the paper, and I feel like it made it very flat and like no wrinkles.
Yeah.
It's underneath on this one. I didn't top coat it on
this
one.
But it also, I think you run it doesn't feel sticky.
Yeah.
And sometimes Mod Podge is a little bit sticky.
And just see how it just seems very flat.
It is
like
very
it really...
flat. Do you think it's a thinner?
Maybe that's what it is. Yeah. Cause like, I'm trying to think. Cause like on this one I used regular.
Yeah.
And see how it's all wrinkly and bumpy.
So we're going to I'll try to take some pictures of those to show you guys the comparison.
Yeah, with the paper,
I don't know how it's going to translate.
Flat.
It did though. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so I really like it for this kind of thing, you know. 'Cause that one's just regular, and on this one I used the regular too. So, yeah. So I really like it because I think that's just so pretty. It just looks like it's all one thing, you know.
That's amazing.
Like it really, yeah.
I like that. I'm going to have to play with it. I didn't get to do anything with it.
It's cool. It's
but I
good.
think I gave
like
you the
matte
in that too.
Because I was thinking, what could the difference be, you know, between the regular and the paper formula until I used it. Then I was like, there is a difference, and it's really nice. It really.
So you feel like it's probably just maybe a thinner wash.
Yeah, I think it is thinner so that you don't get as many bubbles and wrinkles and stuff.
Okay, so where are we at on these? All right. The brush stroke. Did you get to play with the brush stroke stuff at all?
No, but
so I did.
Mm-hmm.
I used it again in the journal swap, and I wish I already mailed it, so I don't have it here to show, but I did take pictures of it. I did a spread on Feverfew for migraine relief.
Nice.
And I painted little Feverfew flowers in the corners of the book. It's the one with the green and the okay. I used it on the petals of the flowers to kind of give them texture and make them stand up from the page a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really cool. It's super thick. I would say it is somewhere between regular Formula Mod Podge and, if you're familiar with using it, matte gel medium. It's not quite as thick as gel medium. It's right around there in the middle. And it just leaves a nice streaky texture if you're trying to build up texture on the paper. And it worked really well. It was really cool.
Nice. My friend does something like that she sells her art at Saturday Market. And so on her prints, she'll take a brushstroke medium and go over them in the way that she does her brushstroke.
Yeah, to give it an extra texture.
So it is like you're getting a painting instead of just a print. You know, it gives
That's a really good idea.
It's really nice. It looks really cool. So I should. Yeah, I want to try that now.
That's a really good suggestion for people that sell their prints.
Mm-hmm. It gives it
to do that, to give it a little extra special oomph.
Yeah.
Or something to make it look a little bit more, I don't even know what the fuck I'm looking for. Like a real painting.
Yeah. It works. It's cool.
Did you get to use the Mod Podge fabric?
Yes.
I feel like you did, didn't you? Okay.
Yes.
How did that work? And this is gluing fabric to fabric, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It worked great because I was trying to sew. I did the shower curtain thing.
Oh my God, she made the cutest shower curtain.
And I painted Stay Salty on it, which I covered in the sparkle because it's so cute. And then I was trying to sew this like crazy trim around the outside after ironing it on. And I was having a fucking hell of a time sewing it. So I was like, I'm going to try the fabric. And it worked. I just got a little paintbrush, painted the fabric on and laid my trim down, and it's on
Nice.
there.
Now, does it stay stiff, or is it nice and flexible with the rest of the fabric, or?
It's semi-flexible. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. That's really good to know.
Tried to be careful not to use too much because this trim's like a fuzzy. So I was trying to just get the edge. I don't know how to explain that, but but it worked. I mean, it's on there. It's not going anywhere.
Awesome. That's really cool.
Yeah. So that was like, ooh, that opens up possibilities.
Did you? Oh, you used the washout for kids you gave to Colin, right?
Yeah, I haven't tried it.
Hasn't tried it yet?
No.
Okay. I thought it was so funny because when we got that box, I was laughing because we were just talking, and I don't know if we talked about it on the show or if it was just a conversation that we had about the fact that Colin was making a huge mess with Mod Podge everywhere all the time, and it was leaving like lumpy bits stuck on things and ruining fabrics and whatever. So I thought, this is perfect.
Yeah.
So I sent that with you. So you should just make sure that he knows that's his bottle.
Yeah.
To do with what he must.
Yeah. Because I don't know. I wonder what the difference would be.
Because regular Mod Podge actually doesn't wash out of fabrics very easily.
Ah, yes.
Like, I have shirts that I've kind of, I mean, it's clear, but it does leave a darker spot and it leaves little stiff spots.
Mm-hmm.
Like, last night I was wearing my nightgown because sometimes I get up at night and I can't sleep and I come in and I do stuff in my studio. Or sometimes I just take a shower and put on my nightie and then come in and work in my studio anyway. And I kept feeling these weird stiff spots on my nightgown. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I couldn't sleep last night either. Mm-hmm. So I laid in bed fidgeting with the edge of my dress trying to figure out what it was. And then I realized, oh yeah, it's Mod Podge.
Yep.
But, so did I give you the super gloss top coat? I think I kept that. Oh wait, I have initials right beside this of who has what. So I don't know why I keep asking. I didn't get to use that either, but I kept the super gloss top coat.
It's funny, I had one of those from Martha Stewart, the super gloss top coat for decoupage or whatever.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I don't know. It'd be funny to compare the two.
Let's do. Look, I'm all for dogging on Martha Stewart stuff because I think it's overpriced, and also everything that I've ever bought, like every tool I've ever bought from her, has worked 3 times and broke.
Wow. Yeah, so I got this out of the shittily clearance section at Michael's. I was like, oh, okay, it's cheap. I'll try it.
Hear that, Martha? We think you're cheap. Well, I don't want to start a war or something. Yeah. I don't want us to go back to Martha Stewart. We don't think you're cheap, Martha.
No.
I do have a sign on my front door that says, Martha Stewart doesn't live here. Adjust. Actually, I still think I have my witch sign up, so it's technically sitting on my table on my front porch. But, and then last but not least is the furniture, Mod Podge furniture. So I didn't get to do my desk yet because I haven't found the paper that I want to do. But I am going to cover this desktop.
And just a solid paper.
Just a solid paper. Mm-hmm. I don't want to decoupage it because I need it to be smooth so I can still write and do things like. But that's also what I'm going to use the hard coat on. Mm-hmm. I think I'm going to Mod Podge furniture, use the Mod Podge furniture on it, and then I'm going to do the hard coat on top of it because it's a functioning desk that I write at.
Yes.
And all that stuff. So I feel like it'll make it nice and smooth again because it's not smooth because I have like fucked it up with things because I'm dumb. But I did use it on the flower press that I just made for my mommy. I made my mom and I both flower presses, but I'm giving my mom hers for her birthday. So I had this big piece of pine that is really nice finished pine because it used to be the desktop to my son's, like the shelf behind you and the shelf in the hallway. My son used to have this big loft bed. Like where you climb up high and then it's got like all the shelves and desks and shit underneath it. And that was the desktop. And when we moved here, we had to get that bed, like the fucking loft bed, down a huge flight of stairs in a narrow hallway of our old townhouse. And then into and up the stairs and into this room.
Wow.
In this duplex that we live in. And there's no fucking way that was happening. It was huge. So I had to take it all apart. And then when we moved here, my son was like, Mom, because he was a freshman and it was the end of his, like the tail end of his 8th grade year that we moved into this house. And he's like, can we just like not put the bed back together? Because like he was starting to get big enough that he felt kind of dumb, but also he's getting heavy enough that like the little rungs on the stupid square rungs on the ladder going up to the bed hurt his feet because it's meant for little kids.
Yeah.
So we made like, I sawed down the legs and we just made like a regular bed, and we took all the all the shelves and stuff kind of came out of it and could freestand. So we had this desktop that was just like, it slid out. So it couldn't be a desk anymore. So it was a really pretty piece of wood. A really pretty puss? It was a really pretty piece of wood that I have had in the garage since then. So it's been like 7 years. It's been sitting out there, and I finally found something to use it for. So my son's friend came over, and I finally got someone to cut the wood for me. Like, he took it over to his dad's house, and he has a big table saw, and so they cut it for me into 4 pieces. And then I've turned it, it's such pretty wood, so I just sanded it down really well. But then I wanted something on the front of it to make my mom special because it's for her birthday. So I cut out this really pretty fairy that I had from an old calendar. And I used the Mod Podge furniture to decoupage the fairy on the front of it. And I think it turned out really, really pretty.
It looks really nice.
And I really like, again, I think the Mod Podge furniture is maybe a little bit thinner than like it leaves a smoother, like you were saying.
Yeah, like
it
with
doesn't
the
leave
paper.
an edge. I feel like there's not an edge when you've laid, like, I mean, you can still kind of feel where the seam is, but I feel like there's not an edge.
Much. Yeah, like that's what I was thinking too.
And it's very smooth, and I use
it becomes one with
satin.
whatever you're putting it on.
Yeah, it really did. I did get some bubbles underneath. What I should have done is use the fucking awesome squeegee that I have been using and I love. I just used the brayer and rolled over it, and I don't think that was quite enough. So I should have used the squeegee to squeegee it out. But actually, once it dried with the Mod Podge furniture, I noticed you can't really notice the bubbles that were under there. So, this shit's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
And I am going to do my whole desk. I will try to do my desk before this episode goes up so I can take before and after pictures.
Cool.
But it just depends on if I find the sparkly paper that I want. Because first I was thinking unicorns, and then I was thinking skulls, but then I was like, what about just that really super sparkly wrapping paper? Because I feel like I could just unroll it, cut it to the size, and we're going to IKEA when we're done here, and I'm going to get another desk because I just got my friend gave me another computer. Yay. Which means we're going to be able to do Skype interviews again. Without my computer crashing. So we're going to have even more awesome interviews, and we're going to do...
Yay, Tasha, if you're listening.
Tasha's on the top of the list.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking to you
interview
about interviewing you. We're going to nail you down on time. But,
yeah.
So I will post pictures of that. But that was everything that we had played with. I hope you guys found this useful.
Yeah.
I hope you learned about new stuff, and you're like, oh my God, I have to fucking try that now.
Yeah.
And again... thank you so much, Plaid Crafts, for sending us such a fucking overwhelmingly huge box of Mod Podge. Like, I seriously never expected that. I really didn't, and I would have been happy with just getting this.
Yeah.
Like, I would have been happy with just the samplers. And then I was like, oh my God, when they sent the second box, because I think the episode that we announced this on, I was like, I was just expecting a couple of sample sizes, which I would have been happy with. And then they sent sample size, and I'm like, oh my God, I hope somebody wasn't listening and thinking that I'm like an ungrateful dick. And I was asking for sample sizes, because that's not it at all. I was just like saying that I would have been totally thrilled with sample sizes or the 2-ounce sizes. And I am still just overwhelmed by how fucking generous and awesome that is. So Mod Podge is rad.
It is. It's so fun.
Also, I think they should make perfume that smells like Mod Podge. And I think they should call it awesome. Like, it is the smell of awesome. I'm not going to lie. I do like to sniff the Mod Podge a little bit. I like to savor the aroma. And sometimes it makes me feel like I could identify with pace eaters. I'm not going to eat it because I'm like 43, and 43-year-olds don't do that unless they got like pica or some weird shit.
Yeah.
But I could see where, like, someone would want to go and lick it a little bit because it's, like, minty and delicious. I don't know. It's like, what is that smell, Mod Podge?
Yeah, I don't know.
Plaid Crafts, do you have a special scent that is a Mod Podge scent, or is it just because of the ingredients?
Yeah,
that
I
are
don't
in it.
know.
Like, what is that smell? That is
don't
a
know.
question.
Yeah. That is a
Hopefully
good
somebody
question.
listens and answers it, because it is a delicious smell. I love the
Yeah.
smell of Mod Podge. Don't ever change it.
Yeah.
I would feel sad if I dumped it out and it smelled like something else.
Yeah.
I would be like, this is not Mod Podge. I'm not using this.
It'd
where
be
I
funny
draw
if
the
it
line.
says artificial scent in the ingredients.
We should
or
read it
something.
if it has sense. Oh my god. I was like struggling to turn these in the package to see what all was in here. And it says right on the fucking end of it.
Nice.
I'm so dumb sometimes.
Oh, well.
So this is it, guys. I want to remind you one more time. As of right now, start fucking following us on the Twitters and on Instagram. We're 2 Artsy Gals in both places.
Mm-hmm.
Follow us there, and for the next month, you can hashtag anything you post. Like, you can share one of our episodes. You can retweet one of our episodes. You can share artwork that you did because you were inspired by one of our shows, or artwork that you did while you were listening to one of our shows.
It was so
or-
cool how Angela said she listens while she's
I
making
know.
stuff. I was like, that's so
That makes
cool.
me so happy.
Yeah.
I feel like we're part of creative processes that way.
I know. Like, whatever you're making right now, it's really cool.
Yeah, you guys, if you're making something right now, that is some cool shit, and
Yeah.
keep doing it. You're doing
Yep.
something awesome. Good
Yep.
job.
Yeah.
But also, hashtag 2 Artsy Gals on the Twitter and the Instagrams.
Mhm.
You have 30 days. Every time you do it, it's an entry, and who will have one winner for each. So do that shit, yo.
Yeah.
Do it up.
Yeah.
And I think that's everything for this week.
Wow. Mod Podge Extravaganza.
Yeah. And I don't know what we're talking about next week, because I kind of am tweaking our schedule a little bit. I've had to move it around some, but I can tell you that in the near future, I think that Lonnie and I are going to do an episode about velvet paintings.
Ooh.
Because I saw one the other day. I don't even remember where the fuck I was. I'm like, that's a velvet painting. I gotta talk about those because we've been meaning to. But it might be this month. It might be next month. I don't fucking know. Because, again, we've had to change some. I had a couple of different interviews scheduled that had to get rescheduled for just time, like, time's not meshing up. And so I kind of wanted to, like, and then I had another idea that just didn't pan out. So, and also, thank you again to super listener Lois, who sent us an awesome, first of all, she sent me an awesome bag that said, please don't fuck with my shit.
Yeah.
Which now holds our portable recorder.
Yay!
It's our portable recorder bag. And also, I think we're going to be able to do a little bit of advertising. And I think I want to get that paint, remember last year when we did the paper, the photosensitive paper episode, and we found that fabric paint
Oh,
that
yeah.
you could, I think I want to experiment with that. So,
oh, yeah, we have the gelatos.
and we have gelatos. We are doing an episode on gelatos too. So we've got a lot of fun shit coming up, guys.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know.
And thank you, Lois, for
And
your...
thank you so much, Lois,
Yeah.
for being an awesome listener and for being such a good friend.
Yeah.
And also, since I'm thanking listeners, Keely the Awesome sent me a box full of awesome. Just
Gosh,
because
Keely,
she loves
wow.
me. And thank you, Keely. I love everything inside of it. And it's very exciting.
That's so cool. I
I'm
wanna
very
see.
excited. I'm going to show you before we go.
Awesome.
All right. So until next week, go make some cool shit, yo.
Do it now.
Ooh, that was musical.
Good morning, Katie. This is your friend. I'm recording on the new Tascam. I'm trying to figure out what the buttons do, but every once in a while I take a break to poo.